Okay. Well, yeah, I just landed in Miami, and we had some delays. So if this is all right, I just you can hear me okay?
I can hear you fine. Yes, you're loud and clear.
Okay.
It breaks a little, but it's loud and clear.
Okay. Can you start by doing like a quick drop for the show? Just like, hello, this is Joseph Marcel, and you're watching the Dominic Natty Show.
Say it again, please.
Um, can you say a drop for the show? Like, hello, this is Joseph Marcel, and you're watching the Dominic Natty Show. It, is there connection problems on my end?
Hello. Hi, this is Joseph Marcel. You're watching the Dominic Natty Show.
Awesome. Okay, I'll just do my radio intro, and then I'll just get started. Okay, welcome back to the Dominic Natty Show on Intellectual Radio in Chicago and everywhere that voices can be heard. I've been telling you about our special guest, and the time has come. The man himself, Joseph Marcel, is with us today. Joseph, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine. Good afternoon. How are you doing?
Yes, good afternoon. Yes, it's morning here. I'm in Miami. So
I'm in.
you're in London.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
A
Okay.
very windy London.
Yes, exactly. So, first of all, can you tell us any business ventures or acting roles that you're currently promoting?
Well, at the moment, I just finished in at the Young Vic in London, the wonderfully talented Cush Jumbo, and I'm about to start a series in where we're waiting for the go on that. Mostly, I'm doing what all actors do. I'm auditioning, I'm meeting people, and hoping for the best.
Awesome. Okay, and then you have a couple shorts that you're working on. Is that correct?
Yes, I
Okay.
have I have a film coming out called The Exorcism of God, which is a film directed by Alejandro Hidalgo, which is the kind of the the modern exorcist. I play the exorcist. Television show in London, on which I'm a guest, and I cook Caribbean fish cakes, and I have a pilot for a series for London Independent Television called I Hate You.
Oh, okay. Well, that sounds interesting. Well, I mean, obviously, as you know, Bel-Air was released last week. So, have you watched the show, and what are your thoughts on the series?
It's about Bel-Air. I think it's a wonderful idea. I think that it is a modern, well, not modern, a 2022 rethink of the family and the program. And I've seen a couple of episodes, and I think it's fantastic. It's very well written. The actors are excellent. And of course, with the genius of Will Smith behind it, it should be perfect. It's a bit like you remember, it's a bit before your time probably. When Dylan went from folk guitar to electric, it's kind of like
Right.
that.
Yeah. So do you like? It's very modern. I don't know if people were looking for, a little more flavor from the original series. Do you think it's too modern?
Yes, it's really difficult. You have to remember the original series is over 30 years old, and
Right.
young people require something a little gritty, but what it does, it gives you a very clearer, a much clearer idea of the backstory of the characters, and I think that's important.
Yeah. Absolutely. So, is there anything if you were going to do a reboot? Like, is there anything that you would have done differently than Bel-Air? How would you have done it?
Oh, that's a tough question. Um, would I have done differently? Perhaps I would have had Vivian keep calling Philip Philip, and and not Philip.
And why is that? Is it more formal?
Because that's what she always did.
Right. Yeah.
At the
So maybe a little more, keeping in line with the original. Is that some of your thoughts?
Yeah, yes, I mean the characters are as real as they can be in a modern context. Um, the the ethos, the sense of the show is the same. Jazzy Jeff is still as witty and funny as ever. I mean, I think it's sequel, and it's not really a prequel. It's a modern rethink of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. That's why it's called Bel-Air and not the Fresh Prince
Right.
of Bel-Air.
Well, Jimmy Akimbola is playing Geoffrey. So were you consulted at all in the casting choice? And how do you think he's doing as Geoffrey?
I think he'll come into his own. I think he's doing fine. Jimmy is not a contemporary. We've worked together a couple of things. I think the last thing we did together was Death in Paradise. I played his father, and I became the corpus delicious. I think he precise the word. He did his father in. However, he's a wonderfully versatile actor, and I'm sure he'll be marvelous in the weeks to come.
So you like his take on the character, right? Is that what you're saying?
Say it again, please.
Do you like his take on the character? Do you think he's representing Geoffrey well?
Oh, yes, because the context and sense of the show is slightly different. I think as a figure, a confidant for Philip. Yes, I think he's doing a good job. He's actually, I mean, you can see that the Geoffrey character does manage the Banks family, and that's what Geoffrey did before, and now it's a little more obvious.
Are there any talks of you doing a cameo on Bel-Air, or is that something that you would like?
Would I like to be in Bel-Air?
Yeah, would you? Are you having difficulty hearing me? Am I choppy?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Breaking
sorry.
up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this better? Would you like to do a cameo in Bel-Air?
Absolutely. I'm an actor. Actors love to act. I'm trying to think of, how they would represent Geoffrey returning to Bel-Air. But yeah, that could be fun. It could be a nice problem for the writers. It'd be great.
Yeah.
I would love to be in it.
Have there been any talks about you doing that, or no? Have they discussed that with you?
They haven't discussed it with me, no.
Oh. Do you stay in touch with? Did you stay in touch with any of the cast from Fresh Prince, and who are you closest with?
Oh, absolutely. I saw Will on February the 9th, I think it was, about 2 weeks ago. We have a WhatsApp group that keeps us informed and keeps us together. I think we are. It is extraordinary that after 30 years we really are still very close. We make each other laugh. It's great. I mean, Alfonso Rivera is a hoot. He really is. But the marvelous about us being together is that, as you can see, the old gray beard is beginning to show itself, and I will not shave it off. And but we kind of you can gauge the changes in our physiology, and we see each other, a little chubbier, maybe a little grayer, but still a person.
Are you're in a WhatsApp group together? Is that what you said? You guys all in do you guys video chat with each other?
Yes, we do. Yes, we write, we video chat. Sometimes before the pandemic, we got together every 2 years and had lunch together in Los Angeles somewhere. Yes, we did, because of course we live in different places, not different countries. I live in a different country.
Right.
Some people live in the East. Some people live in California, and sometimes when the planets are aligned, we get together. Yeah.
So, who from the original cast would you say is the biggest diva? Was anyone in diva, or who would you think was like maybe difficult at times?
Difficult. You see, it was difficult because we were all new, and so there was a comfort in numbers, a comfort in keeping together. So we supported each other. We really did, divas. We always discussed everything, every move that we were going to make, every suggestion that was made to us. We helped each other. Like sometimes somebody say, "I really don't know how to say this line," and somebody say, "Well, why don't you look at it this way?" That kind of stuff. It sounds a bit kind of Irish to say it, but we did get on very, very well, and we still do.
That's awesome. I'm so happy to hear that, because that's how it came across. So I'm happy
And
to
it,
hear that that's how it really was. You um, okay, and then uh, did you watch King Richard? And do you think that Will should get an Oscar for it?
do I think that Will should get an Oscar?
Yeah, for King Richard. Did you watch that movie?
Absolutely, he should. I it. For once, I mean, you get an you get an aspect of Will's talent that people didn't think he could do. I mean, this I don't know. I shouldn't say this, but this father who cares about his daughter, and what Will does is that he allows you to come in and see his thoughts, to understand his dilemmas. I think it's a wonderful performance. It really is. And I mean, it is the whole cast. It is an extraordinary film.
Oh, yeah. And when you say that you don't see the father loving his daughter, what do you mean? What do you mean by that? Like, in what aspects do you not see that?
Oh, I do see that, and I
Oh,
think that's what I mean. It's that tough love that you require, that achievement requires, and it's. I mean, we as non-white people sometimes get a bad, uh, you know, our commitment, and Will's performance in that film shows you the extent and the totality of his commitment to his daughter's success. It's wonderful.
awesome. You're so great. Okay. And then one more question. Now, Donald Trump made an appearance once on the show on Fresh Prince. Did you interact with Donald Trump? And what were your thoughts on him personally?
Oh my God. Admittedly, he wasn't the president then, and I didn't.
Right.
We didn't think. We didn't know that he had political aspirations. He was a polite, pleasant man. He talked to us. He he what's the word? Uh, he integrated himself with us situation, because he, of course, he was the stranger, and yeah, it was pleasant. It was pleasant. And looking back on it now, I mean, I could have given him my play and said, "Mr. President, could you have talked to your rich friend about this movie that I'm writing?" No,
Right.
it was
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, now a lot of people want to know where they can keep up with you and what everything that you're doing. So where do you direct them? I know you have a Twitter, right?
Yes, Mr. Marcel.
Mr. Marcel. Okay.
Yeah.
And then if they want
They-
to see your upcoming films, should they go and follow you there?
yes, yes. There will be information about it. Yes, yes.
Okay. So
They can if they wish to. I mean, they can contact my managers and people. Just write to me via my manager, and they write back.
awesome. Okay. Well, that's awesome, Joseph. You've been so great. I'm sorry about the audio issues. I had a delay, but I didn't want to miss this. I've been telling everyone that you're on today, but you're so nice, and I'd love to have you back on again, and maybe talk about these films, in more detail.
Invite me, please. Invite
Yes,
me.
I got your email. I got your email address, and guys, follow him on Twitter, and hopefully we'll be seeing you again soon. Awesome.
Thank you. It's a
Thank you,
pleasure to
Joseph.
meet you.
Absolutely, you're so
Have a
great. I'll
great
talk to you soon.
afternoon.
Thank you guys for
Bye-bye.
watching.